At 5:30, let's bring the September 4, 2018 meeting to order.
I make a motion, we accept the minutes from the August 7th meeting.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Should I
And-
keep motioning? I'll
Yeah,
make a motion, we
please.
accept the manifest and payroll as presented.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Signing break?
Signing
Yes.
break.
Yes.
And we can give them where they've gotta go.
On to new business. We will start with the
I'm sure.
really great news
Yeah.
that we were awarded 1.65 million from state funds from the Drinking Water
MBT.
MTBE
MTBE.
fund, yes.
Right.
So this is in addition to the 5.5 million that we have
We're up to
previously received.
$7.1 million.
7.1 million, which is 44% of what was appropriated.
Yes,
That's just an
annual meeting.
incredible amount of money.
yes. So we're very pleased.
I know, to say we're very pleased is sort of an understatement.
Yeah, oh my
It's
gosh,
really-
it's like,
really
holy
a huge
cow.
home run.
Yes,
And specifically, the 1.65 million is attached to the new well development.
yes, the new well development in Holderness,
In
on
Holderness.
Holderness property,
To develop the well and distribute.
yes.
Yes.
So we're pretty excited. Our expectations at annual meeting have been met,
Yes.
hoping that we got,
Well, we said 45%, so we are,
that was the,
that was
That
the
was
top.
pinnacle, was
we thought we'd get
45%.
25
we've
to
got
45%,
44.
we got 44%, which
Yes.
is just really satisfying.
Yes,
And we have lots of people to thank.
Yes.
Our engineers, we had Suzanne Smith, our state representative, working for us on the commission, and folks at DES, and of course Jason and Kim and everybody worked really hard over, I don't know,
Months.
18 months.
Months.
To, so now the money's ours and you can spend it judiciously.
Yeah.
and we shall.
Speaking of which,
Speaking of which, now we have to spend money.
See all those papers over there? I think there's contracts
Yeah.
we have to sign.
so what I have is a contract for Wright Pierce for each Foster Street generator, and the engineer's contract is $26,600. The Bailey Ave and Langdon Park Road engineer's contract, which is $80,700. And the Phase 1A septage, which is $68,200. And the number to the right on the agenda is the amount of the,
Original appropriation.
nope.
That's the
well,
loan.
Yeah, that, no, yes, it's
Yes.
the loan, which I also have loan documents to,
Okay,
to do the loan with DES, so that it would be 1% until we get into it.
Right,
Full
into the
financing.
full financing.
So, I
So
know,
awesome.
I saw these when I came in yesterday,
And went, oi.
yeah, so I
Now,
think,
is it all of us signing, or is this all Chris having to
right,
do his,
okay, so you should make motions.
Of
Chris
course.
Hancock? All right, I'll make a motion, we sign the Wright Pierce contracts and DES loan applications for the Foster Street generator, the Bailey Ave and Langdon Park Road project, and the Phase 1A septage project.
Great.
septage
so-
receiving, is that what? that-
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, right.
Those are the,
We need to vote.
those are the engineer's
Right.
contracts, let me take a look at this. Hi. Yep, it looks like board signatures, and, then they have me as a witness. This was all signed here by Wright Pierce, you can tell the stickies are different.
Okay, so just be signed by the board and witnessed by, Mel.
Well, one of them, at least
Whatever.
one, yes.
At least we got it covered.
These are the loan applications.
All right. So,
You need to second.
right, well, I wanted to bring, since Steve's here for the vote, I wanted to bring him up to speed on. We are just now approving the Wright Pierce contracts and the DS loan applications for, yeah, the Foster Street, Bailey Ave, and Langdon Park, and then the septic receiving.
The first number is the contract with the engineer, and the second number is the amount of the loan. Because on Bailey Ave, we got financing from RD for the sewer portion. This
Mhm.
is just the water portion.
So Judy has made a motion to approve those, and if you may.
So moved.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So now we get to sign.
Now we get to,
Yeah,
Wait,
this is not, I didn't do this.
All
This is the engineer's
here,
idea of
sign here.
sign here's to get.
Yes, well, we got
Wow.
color-coded,
I don't remember having, you
Reminders,
guys having to
yes.
sign this much.
all right, well, that looks like, this is me only here.
Right, so this one's Bailey, and then this one's,
All right, so yellow is all of us, blue is just Chris, and green is Mel.
Well, on that document, here it's
Good,
different.
Judy. The loan application that you approved at our last meeting did not make it to the governing council
Blue is all of us, you said?
tomorrow.
No, yellow is all of us.
Okay.
Actually, it varies document to
Oh, yeah,
document.
varies document to document. And this is Kim.
Right, that's
Blue is
just-
Kim on these, on the loan application.
right,
Green is Mel, yellow is all of us.
Well, some are just the chairman too,
Right,
so this is just the chair.
yeah.
That's chair only.
And
Yeah,
that's Mel.
right, Mel, I don't know who
As witness?
agency rep is, yeah, it's a little unclear, but that's not, certainly, does not appear to be me.
Okay,
Nope.
That's chair and Mel.
All right.
Agency rep is,
All right, here,
You
I'll
take
start
a look there
keeping-
on the green.
Yeah, Mike Terrio has to sign and Mel has to sign, and
There's
this,
the three of us.
I don't think the agency rep is anybody.
At this table.
really? Oh, it's the state agency?
So these require a notary, so does Kim have to be here to witness our?
She knows your signatures.
Is that the loan applications? No.
Yes, this is right here.
Okay, there's more loan applications. Well, these are different loan applications, let's not mess them up.
Yeah.
That's all
just
three of us.
Keep them.
I'm trying to keep things separate. All right. I'm just,
Yes, right.
I'm
you're-
trying to-
Yep, believe those are
That's all
set,
three.
okay.
wait, this is on our project, this is Bailey Ave, this is Bailey Ave. This is Foster Street. Okay, I have 2 Bailey Ave. That's a loan application that goes here. I'm trying to keep everything
Yep,
straight.
yep.
Hang on, Chris, I don't think you signed this one yet. All right, so you still need to
This
sign
is
that
three-
road
This is the three of
application.
us.
Okay, wait, up.
It's the three of us. You put in here, Judy?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just trying to keep them in the right files.
Thank you.
All right. All right. This is septic receiving. This is septic receiving. This is.
Here's
Chris
septic
Moore.
receiving.
Yes, I'm working on it.
Septic receiving. eBay. All right, you have to sign all of those. Chris, I think you have to sign those.
Okay,
All right.
that should be good,
All
and
right,
this should be good.
This is Bailey. All right. This is all Bailey Ave.
Okay, thank you. And you've audited the signatures?
This one's unclear
I'm
as to
checking.
sign, well, on one of them anyway.
This is septage. This is,
It's all set?
That's Foster Street.
this is
Yeah, I'm not, I don't
septage.
have Foster Street.
This is
Really
septage.
have.
This is septage. These are septage.
Okay. Those are definitely Mel, but would you say owner representative? That's
No,
probably.
this is owner, operator, superintendent, so
Right.
my guess that's
That
Jason.
could be you and Jason.
Let me see.
Yeah,
No
I'm
idea.
kinda sorta thinking I might be on the left there, but I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, the board's the owner.
Right.
You get away with that. And he's the licensed operator, so I think you're
Right.
right, on the
Yeah.
right-hand side.
Yes.
Oh, well, you better recheck the,
Right, so I have Foster Street contract, and then is this also Foster Street? No. This is septage.
this is Foster Street.
And the loan applications must be further on there.
This is Bailey Ave and this is so confusing. All right, you have to sign this one too, then the black, blue page.
All right, let me just go back through this to make sure it's all signature of authorized rep. Once again, I believe that's me.
Mel's gonna have to hand you back all of those papers.
Okay? Give them back to him?
Yeah, because some of them we missed pages.
All right, so there's Bailey Ave and Langdon, there's Foster Street, I don't know what that.
That should be septage, and that's septage.
Okay, so those are the loan documents for
That-
Foster Street probably?
This is Bailey.
All right, so that goes with this packet.
Believe that this document is complete.
All right, so
Signature
this
ones?
is Bailey Ave, one packet of Bailey
All
Ave.
right,
So if you're bored, Steve, I have 3 more for you.
Oh, yeah, I am bored.
so everything has to go back to?
No, I think Bailey Ave now is done,
All right.
except for this one.
Uh-huh. Nope, yeah.
Oh, I'm looking, what do you know?
The auditor missed this one,
I think we're still, you know why? Because I missed it.
yes. And then
Oh,
hand it
did
back
you
to me
get
'cause
the
I'm
la,
not-
right, because you have to do the
Yes,
last page of
yes,
this one.
Yes,
It's not-
it's, if it hasn't gone around 3 times, then it's not.
Not right, here you go.
Thank you,
5
thank
and
you.
5 be 10, when 6 and 4 is 10. I think
Yes.
you get it.
No, that's Mel's. No, and I kinda sorta think I might be. Nope,
No,
those are all,
all right, so
okay.
this is,
Chris, didn't
this
you
is
just
Bailey
have to
Ave.
go back in and sign another page in this contract? Remember
this is
last-
Bailey Ave.
Yes, I-
No, but-
That's fine, I think that's done, Steve,
Well,
but you
it's-
can check it.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if Mike comes back and says, which one is this? Bailey Ave. That's Bailey Ave.
as long as you do it this week.
Oh,
because-
Steve has to sign that one. I signed this one already.
Remember, Mike said there's a new format, a new engineer's contract format that requires a second page for,
Yeah, you have to sign
Right.
there.
And I'll hand it to Steve.
Why did your meeting take 3 hours?
Foster Street.
And 600 pages to sign. Thanks, Steve.
There you go, Steve, that's for you, and then that's done.
It's like signing mortgage documents.
Okay, then. Back to Steve here in a minute.
Like I said, why didn't the meeting take so long? Because we had to sign 800
Job is
pages.
done till the paperwork's done.
And to you, sir. And then to me.
Check with Mike before we send it off tomorrow morning to see if we need your signature someplace else.
Yes,
I remember that we had to get it.
I am around this week,
Yeah,
but
no,
not
we'll
next
do-
week.
We'll do it ASAP. I don't see one, however.
What's the red sticky?
In case you wanted to see the contract budget, I stuck a red sticky there for, so I could find it then,
Gee.
the cost of engineering,
Okay, so this is Bailey Ave.
that's here.
Yep.
She's Bailey too?
It should say right where it says project
Foster
title.
Street generator.
All right, well, that's Bailey, since I can't reach it. You
And
might
then
wanna check
are
those.
all the loan documents are all set for the septic.
Which one's that? Foster?
Foster Street generator.
Yeah, there you go. Yep. Yep, thank you.
Of course, information required is in a different order on every page.
Mm-hmm.
And, okay, that one's done.
Pump station was just practice for this.
This is crazy. Right, this is septage.
Okay.
For 44%.
Yeah,
Yes,
we keep
right.
signing.
That's what I
The things
always
we
say
will-
when I'm-
Complaining.
When I'm jumping through the hoops, I'm like, this is why we get the.
This is minor.
7.15 million, yeah, we're not
Okay,
sticking our
That
nose.
is done.
And, okay,
It's a home.
and you already got these, because I checked those already.
You have, okay,
Yes.
all right.
So
So this
that's all
is
septage
phase,
to
this is
Mel.
septic receiving,
And that should be all of it.
okay,
So people are always interested in the timetable for these
yes,
things.
yes,
We held a planning meeting on August 13th.
right, you did.
With the, did you come?
No, unfortunately, I wasn't able to
That's
make
right,
that.
you kind of wanted to. And we talked about all these projects in the timetable, and we met Mike's team and so forth, Mike Terrio from Wright Pierce. So the construction schedule for Bailey Ave and Langdon Park Road would be somewhere around the first week in May until the first week in August. That's today's projection of the timetable, and everything before that will be preliminary design.
Right, right. Everything
final
leading up to,
design, right, bidding and so forth. And then on the Foster Street project, which really won't impact citizens in terms of any kind
Right.
of traffic disruption or anything like that, the construction would start in April and end in June to install that new generator, and then to reinstall the old generator across the street.
mm-hmm,
The septic phase 1A will start when the ground thaws. Check whenever that is. They have February, but I didn't come to
It's a
that.
little early, I
Maybe
think.
they, the February thaw. But anyway, hoping for hoping for final completion by 4th of July.
oh, okay,
So those are the ones in the works, and then the other ones I have here are down the road.
mm-hmm,
So I figured you and.
DTR.
Yeah, people would like to know that.
Service contract?
Yes, Emery and Garrett.
Right, I received a contract from Emery and Garrett months ago, and it occurred to
Sitting
me
on it,
today-
waiting for this
We were waiting
moment.
for the funding because we didn't want to jeopardize the funding by already having a contract in motion. So this is the contract with Emery and Garrett, and the amount is $600,000, and that's all been appropriated. And we've actually started to spend, it's been 3 appropriations, so. Here it is, and that should have a vote.
Of course, yes.
I make a motion, we accept the service contract for Emery and Garrett groundwater exploration
So
for
moved.
our new well.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. And looks like I will be signing
I
this,
think it's
so I
just
guess,
Chris.
yeah. Authorizing me to sign it, I guess. Okay,
Right.
there we are. ZBA hearing for an abutter.
The next thing is just an announcement, the ZBA meeting is tonight at 7, but there's a request on a butter of the districts, let me see, we asked them to put the,
Address there, yes.
yeah, this is the virtual reality arcade in Frozen
Oh,
River
yes.
down in, they still didn't put the,
Address.
the address. The address is a Campton address, that's the address of the applicant, but, we figured out it's down behind Newberry's or someplace that,
Oh, yeah.
sort of behind town,
Newberry's?
yeah,
The
you know what I mean?
The former Newberry.
What is it now? I
What
don't know.
decade are you in? It's nothing, really.
Hey, she didn't say First National.
Do you know the name? Because we could correct that for the record. I don't know where it is.
Whatever that-
Bill-
We had asked
well,
them to put
that building is vacant now.
Yes.
I don't know where they abut us. We own property all along the railroad tracks there. I don't know whose property, it's owned by a Justin Benoit, and the hearing is in an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there we go.
So, I'm sorry.
Does Justin Benoit have an address in
Campton.
Durham? Oh, Campton.
Okay, well. Doesn't really impact us unless they're a commercial,
The superintendent doesn't have any problem with that use.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
It's low
So,
flow.
Look,
But I think do they need a special exception or a variance?
special exception.
Okay. Just easier to obtain than should be easier to obtain than a variance. All right,
Release of a lien.
yes, this is the property at 329 Mayhew Turnpike, and the outstanding balance has been paid in full.
Okay, so we'll need a motion.
I make a motion, we accept or we release the lien against the property on 329 Mayhew Turnpike.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
How much was lien for originally? Does it say on there?
It does not.
Okay.
So the next up is notice of lien updates.
The note is that these are liens that have previously been placed, but this covers additional charges incurred to date because bills haven't been paid, and it's an update. So you've got to keep it current in order to collect what is due the district when the time comes. There are
Oh.
two of them.
So,
Are we down to only 2 liens?
I didn't say that.
No, it was
I
a
don't
question.
know. I don't know.
Okay, but these two need to be updated.
Yeah, I thought they were perpetual.
Our collection rate and our collection rate is really, really very good. We don't have much in the outstanding.
Right, I didn't think so.
No, and so I don't know, we only had 4 or 5 liens. I don't know if these are old and they needed to be redone.
Oh, right, because these are being updated, because look, they date from 2014 and 2015, and there's additional charges because
Mhm.
they're
Time is
accruing,
going by,
right, they're accruing interest.
If you don't update the lien, then you don't
Right.
collect.
Right.
Okay, I make a motion, we update the lien for 371 Mayhew Turnpike and 72 Yetton Road to bring charges current.
So moved.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye,
Yowza.
yeah.
That's good.
And there we are.
Mel, could we turn that up just
Yeah,
a
go
little?
ahead.
How?
All right, so that one's all set.
There's an arrow, there's an up arrow.
There's an up arrow, okay.
Okay, so credit application for Big Jim's Home Center.
Yep, this is just an FYI to the board. Today
I
I
see,
signed
okay.
a credit application for them. This is de rigueur now for any of our creditors to
Right.
have an
Yes,
credit application submitted in. You'll see a purchase order for whatever they're buying from
Yes.
this person a little
Where
bit.
does Big Jim have his home
yes,
center?
that's right. Not in any-
Wait, let me see what the purchase order
Well, we're buying pump
Doors.
station doors, but
Pump station doors.
Where?
Yeah, I don't know where it is, but that's what they were buying.
is.
Pump
Let me dig
station
out the
doors.
purchase order.
doors.
Oh, there's typo.
Yes, bid Jim.
Yeah.
I'm sure that our purchase agent has,
Cast a far and wide,
he scans for good prices. He likes doing it. Big Jim's.
I see they're buying lumber down in Guilford instead of making the trip.
Yeah,
Well,
and I've
It's
already
cheaper.
cautioned them, is the trip worth
right,
National
right.
Lumber's prices? And so I shouldn't have to do that lesson twice, so I'm assuming that
Right,
that
right.
it's worth the trip down there.
Yeah. $200 worth of gas to save $100, right?
Well, and 1 or 2 people
Right.
on Concord. Something this week. Local shop, I guess, not Home Depot or whatever. Okay, so that's just an FYI.
Yes,
My deal with you is that when I sign one, I will
yes,
so advise.
thank you.
Yep.
Next up, importantly, is the request from River Ridge
Right.
Condominium Association.
Right, and before I start talking about that, I do want to tell the board that one of the association members had indicated to staff that she was gonna write a letter to the board, so I'm not asking you to make a decision tonight, but just to be informed about it.
Right,
The district needs to do just under $5,000 worth of work on the pump station there, it's the sewer pump station. And we've been in agreement with River Ridge for 20...
Since 2002, something, right?
I don't know, yeah, I have it here. And the agreement is, the district owns the pump station, but when maintenance needs to be done on it, the agreement was, and has been since the beginning, that the owners would pay,
The association.
the association would pay, yes.
yes.
And,
So that station only pumps that conduit?
that's right.
And it's a private,
Yeah, there are 27 residents in
What's private?
it's in a private association as opposed to, is that not true? Or is
Yeah,
it-
it's a homeowners association.
Right,
Right, it's just like Blueberry Hill and even Walmart's
Right.
pump station.
yeah, but
It only benefits the people down there.
it's a weird use of the word private though, because the infrastructure is municipally owned.
Yes.
When they built it, the district agreed in 1991.
91, oh,
I thought
okay.
it was longer.
It was Walmart, that was 2002.
Mhm. It's akin to the Boulder Point water pump station in that the developers built it the district agreed to.
Assume it.
Assume ownership with the proviso that any maintenance going forward,
Right.
we will do it, but you know, the owners would pay for it.
And the whole
So
reason
we've
these,
had a long-standing agreement. with them.
I'm just wondering
Yeah,
the thought process to do something like that.
the only way the development can be developed is by putting in such a pump station, presumably, right? I mean,
I think
Well,
the
it could
thought,
have
I mean,
done
I don't wanna
wells
speak
and
for the
septic,
board
but
in
I don't think they wanted
1991,
to.
but I think the
That was
idea
pre-me.
is, if this is private development going in, that it wouldn't burden the rest of the district users.
I'm wondering if there was insurance issues, especially with the water, because water is linked to fire suppression. And if that infrastructure was in the private hands and became degraded, that would impact your fire suppression ability versus it being in the public's hands.
good point.
I mean, it's not really part
All
of.
I know
Yeah.
is what this says, and, so the request from the homeowners is twofold. One, may they pay it over time? And two, would the district take over the pump station and assume the cost for the maintenance? So those are the questions that have been posed, and as I said, I understand that someone's supposed to write you a letter to ask you that question. So I don't know if you want me.
For the public record, Judy can bring us up to date on previous requests from,
Yeah, we've had requests like this in the past
From-
from not only River Ridge, but Blueberry Hill was another one that wanted us to take over their pump station. And their pump station hadn't been maintained at all, so we said no. Just for Blueberry Hill. And in the previous requests, the board at the time, there have been at least 3 requests since I've been on the board. I believe each time the vote has been no, based on the original documentation in Nell's hand.
is there any expiration date on that agreement there, or is that,
No, I don't think it is.
perpetual?
Yeah, it's in
Yeah,
perpetuity.
Yeah.
it's a perpetuity. There's no duration that I could
Okay.
see. That sort of, I mean, it reminds me, the infrastructure here is 27 years old.
Right.
Needs considerable work,
Hmm.
but,
And they've done nothing
Well,
over the years?
well-
Oh, no, they've
we-
done work every time something has,
we do it,
yeah,
we do the work.
we go over,
That's
we
the
do the
deal.
work and they get billed for it.
Right.
So, how would you characterize the condition of the,
Aging,
That would be a.
aging
Well, I mean,
infrastructure.
consider even in the past year or two, how much work we've done on other pump stations in the district. It's not uncommon for us, and every time we do that work, it seems to be $4,000 or $5,000.
I don't,
So
I
it's,
can't find it in the interest of the ratepayers to own that property.
well, we do own it, but
I mean,
why would we take back the?
that's what I mean.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
So,
take back the maintenance of it, yeah.
I agree, the superintendent agrees, but you should listen.
Yeah, let's
listen
let
to
them-
Yeah,
them
no, we're
if
asking all the questions,
If
yeah.
they do, and the other part about making payments, I think that would be fine as long as that it was paid up in 2018.
right, when the work was done.
Yeah, I
Yep.
mean, we figured out it would be about $175 per
Building
Homeowner,
owner.
or
No,
per house,
per house, per user.
A year?
No, this
just the work.
maintenance work that Jason's saying needs to be done, which I can tell you, there's a number of things, it's
Yeah. I'll
valves and
answer that first, but I do have another question.
Control panel, float switches, other control panels, brackets, existing pump chamber, there's a whole list of
Right,
things that need to be replaced. And there would be a pump truck needed on site so they
Oh,
can
right.
bypass it.
During
right, well, it's
maintenance.
down for,
So
yeah.
the total cost is $4,700.
So, another question, they've asked for, a payment plan to do this work. What type of historical treatment have we given?
Well,
No,
There hasn't been,
No,
nobody's ever asked for, a development has never asked.
mhm.
We've had individuals ask for a payment plan, and they pay a certain amount over time.
Yeah, and that was explained to whomever people talked to, Amy Moran, I
Mhm.
guess.
But we've never had a case where a development has asked us for a payment plan. I mean, I think Mel's idea is right, you know, if they need a little extra time to gather the funds, as long as it's done before the end of the year.
By the end of the calendar year.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah, because
So-
we have to satisfy our bills and our auditor.
We're saying no to a payment plan then?
No,
No.
what I'm asking you is not to decide things tonight, because the woman says she wants to make her own plea. I'm just telling you about it.
yeah, no, that's, I
And
wanted
to
to, I
wait-
wanted to get the discussion
Yeah, no,
completed
no,
tonight
yeah.
since it's
Mhm.
come up, so, yeah, it sounds like, does anyone have any other questions?
I mean, I think the board's thinking along the same lines staff is around this,
Mhm.
but it'd be, since she said she was gonna write a letter, I don't want you to decide.
I guess my only remaining question is, the agreement is clear, there's no,
Completely.
Yeah.
yeah, okay. Right, it's, I would think, if we originally agreed.
Well, it's
to-
been like this. We have,
Since
since
1991.
1991.
Right, okay,
We own the pump station, and we agreed to just do all of the maintenance on it
mhm,
but because it's a private pump station, the people who benefit from the pump station incur the cost of whatever that maintenance is. And we've been doing this,
Since 1991.
at least
Well-
since I've been on the board.
well, I would say we could be a little bit proactive here and say, and perhaps advise them, say, that from an asset management point of view, which Jason is big on, to tell them that, you know, how old it is, it's 27 years old, and you really ought to be thinking about starting to put some money aside for what could be some larger bills.
They
Yeah.
were supposed to be doing that when they came before us to request a release of this 15% surcharge that we had been charging them. We couldn't the board at the time could not figure out why there was this 15% surcharge. There wasn't anything that the district administrator at the time could find referencing that. So we opted to get rid of the 15% surcharge. But from our understanding at that time, for the people who came in requesting the release of that 15%, was that every house pays a fee either monthly or quarterly
Right, standard.
that covers all the maintenance in the development, whatever maintenance has to be done, tree trimming.
Like an HOA.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
But they're probably not including any fees in the HOA to keep that station.
They supposedly were, if I am remembering the conversation correctly. Because we had tried to be proactive at that time and let them know that as this pump station gets older, it's going to require more maintenance. You may want to have a little savings account kind of built up
Well, it's no
for
diff-
that.
It's no different than a roof or heating system, HVAC, you know, if you don't,
Right.
so those things,
Yeah,
so, some
Yeah.
associations are managed well, others,
Right.
yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
don't
Well,
know.
I
But
think
that's
we-
what I remember.
Yeah, well, I think that covers River Ridge. Pump Station 1 right-of-way certificate.
Yes. Let me dig it out. You may remember that USDARD
Oh,
requires
yes.
the board to certify that we have deeds and easements where we're gonna dig. And this one is across the street, the pump station. And you probably wanna look at this. And that'll need a motion, and then, I think is it all three signatures or just the chair? Just the chair.
So presumably this is a deed to the property across the street?
It's the deed to the property.
Yes.
Is there anything weird and outstanding that we should know? Because you said we should really look at this.
The way you
Read
ominously.
number 2, Judy.
The undersigned has acquired the necessary permits, franchises, and authorizations or other instruments by whatsoever name designated from public utilities and public bodies, commissions, or agencies authorizing darn it, the construction, operation, and maintenance of the facilities upon, along, or across streets, roads, highways, and public utilities.
And our position based on,
Based on what we know, we
Attorney's
should
advice
technically
is-
not have to do that.
right, so this would test that.
Okay, I guess I make a motion that we certify our right-of-way certificate for Pump Station 1.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And I'm gonna say, this has to go to an attorney, and I'm gonna use Jim Sessler.
Mm-hmm,
He has to certify that you certify it.
I see.
How many middlemen do we need?
And we'll have to do, this is for the pump station, the wastewater treatment plant is easy, because we own it all. We have Bailey Ave and Langdon Park Road,
Right.
generator's not an issue. But I
And
believe
then-
that we have the private property easements,
Right,
and the same will apply for that one too.
okay.
Okay.
Purchase rights.
I have a couple of items of business that came my way since I printed this.
Oh, okay.
This late this afternoon. One of them is troubling. We have found and removed several hypodermic needles at Pump Station 4, which is
On
out.
Yeton Road
No,
or
is it-
Burger King?
Burger King's 4, yeah. And they probably came from a medical facility because the cap was back on. If it was, sort of careless, illicit use.
Is it in the pump?
Yeah, I have a photograph on in my email. I think they'll be tracked downable as they go back out to the Mountain Highway, and they'll put a stop to it. But I just wanted to say for any member of the public, it's dangerous. And it's also a risk it can ruin things inside the pump station.
Right.
So if anybody.
Where does the hospital go? I thought the hospital
No,
came this
I
way.
still blame it on the hospital.
No, I'm trying to figure out where
Well-
would that flow be coming from to Pump Station 4? I guess that's my question.
Well, everything west of Burger King,
Medical offices.
medical offices out there.
Okay.
But also keep in mind that, people use public restrooms in these restaurants to.
Correct.
I mean,
That's what I
whether-
was, yep.
Whether they have diabetes
Diabetes,
or other
right.
issues.
Right,
It's
it doesn't
not-
have to be illicit.
Right,
Right.
and, if you check with the local police department, it's not uncommon that in the springtime and snow melts,
Oh, yeah.
people find hypodermic needles on the side of the road. That's the state of where we
Yeah,
are.
I
Fairgrounds
was walking the other day and
Right.
had to call them to come and pick up a
Right,
couple.
so that's our world right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the fact that these are recapped suggests to me that there is a more regular user, either a professional use or someone is using it in the restaurant after a meal,
An employee.
For-
an
right,
employee or a
right,
customer, and
for-
perhaps that
Yeah.
restroom is not equipped with the proper box to
Hmm.
dispose of that, and someone's throwing it down into the
The
toilet.
caps are orange, if that helps anybody track it down. But, so Jason, he has his methods, he'll
Oh, I'm sure.
track it back. But I just wanted to say it out loud, in case anybody's not aware that throwing them down a toilet is not
Is
what
dangerous,
anybody should
yep.
do. Those mechanical seals in those pumps are costly for us to have to
Yes.
replace.
That's-
That's one thing.
I don't like Mel's face today. Every
And-
time she picks up a piece of paper.
Well, there's just a lot, and I just want to remember to get through it. We have a hydrant flushing schedule that I just want to mention to folks too, and of course, this will get posted on our website, but the flushing of hydrants will occur between September 19th and the 21st. And
Full town wide?
System-wide, yep.
Okay.
During daylight hours, and people can expect to have some discoloration. That's normal because things get churned up when they flush. So those are the dates, from the 19th to the 21st. Don't do your whites.
right.
Let me see if I had flushing needles. I think that's it.
It seems to be much less sediment than it has been in the
Yes,
past.
because
Because they're
we're-
doing it twice a
Yeah,
year.
we're flushing more vigorously,
Right.
and I think,
It's gotta be done.
This last time I got a whole bunch of sediment.
Oh,
You
really?
did?
Filter. Yeah, I talked to Jason about it. He said he was gonna come and check the pump station.
Mhm.
He thought it was
It seems to
directly
be-
related to,
Yeah, it seems to be
Yeah.
irregular as to where I hear from other people.
I can talk about Highland Street under other business, old business,
Sure.
or not?
Yeah, yes,
As you
um,
like.
Old business is fine, since
Okay.
it's been,
All right, so
since
you-
it's come up before.
You're the purchase reps.
Okay.
I make a motion, we accept the purchase recs as presented.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So here we go, signing again.
Do you want me to read them while you're
Oh, yes,
starting?
I'm sorry, yes.
I can-
Yeah, if you don't mind, yes,
I'll read
please,
them, you
yes.
start signing.
You
All right,
Steve?
so we have $771 payable to HP Fairfield for a truck toolbox, 190737 to Guilford Home Center for lumber and pump station siding, 769.45 to Gem Enterprises for a chlorine pump, 4606 to Penn Valley Pump to rebuild two rebuild kits for our dewatering pumps, 331243 to AAA Pump Services for a new control panel at Pump Station 6B, which is River Ridge. 805 to Lamprey Suburban Septic to bypass for Pump Station 6B for the scheduled work. 172994 to Ferguson Waterworks for risers and rings for manhole covers for our inventory. 1350 for Wright Pierce for technical review, which is reimbursable. 1054.80 to Big Jim's Home Center for pump station doors, and 4187 to EJP, which is EJ Prescott, for lab tech rings for manholes and caulking.
Right, do I have a motion?
Lad.
You do,
We did already.
Okay,
The,
you do.
oh, that's right,
The
right, right.
motion is
I was just reading it,
Okay.
so we know what we're signing. And everybody else knows we're spending money.
So now you need a
Now
vote.
you need to vote.
Any questions? Any discussion? I think everything's pretty clear this week.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I think that's all clear. Do we have a vote? All those in favor?
aye.
Aye. These are done.
First, this requires you as well, on this one, last one here, this is
This is
attached.
all this?
Oh, is that something else that got,
No,
Jason?
We can, yeah, we can do that. Once you guys sign up and any other stuff, we can do.
I think there's one there from that away that I still have to sign. These are all signed. Those are all done.
okay. That's 4.
Judy?
Thank you.
That's 5.
Yeah,
Sure.
10.
6. Oh, look at that.
Uh-oh.
7, 8, 9, up. And there's the one you were mentioning.
Before.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So old business.
Yep, and before I talk about Highland Street, let me just say that we updated our drought notice today too.
Ah, yes.
The state still has a drought for our area, so we just updated it. We had, several weeks in July in the text of our other
Yes.
one, so it's more generic and
That's until it
just
goes
says we
away.
will monitor it, just to be,
So we've downgraded then the,
right, it's only blue flag.
right,
No. Yeah, I mean, we've had a little bit of rain, but
Yeah.
we're still in drought.
still below,
Still,
still
people
below normal.
shouldn't,
Water
use
their lawn.
excessive outside
Watering.
watering. There's no limit or restriction, just, it's a guidance not to
Mhm.
wash your car or water your lawn. Excessively, at least. And so Highland Street, do you want me to read what I know?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yes,
Thanks.
please.
Remember that water line that serviced Smith Street that was gonna have the 4 breaks in it? So that was replaced on Friday.
Good.
The contractors operators tore the corporation right out of the main on Highland Street. I'm not sure if that relates to the Smith Street line replacement or not, but there was an emergency shutdown of Highland Street, Old Wardbridge Road, and the high school to stop the leak. This was on Friday. And they had to de-water the hole, and they finally installed a new corporation line. So I think that was associated, it's all in the same paragraph with the Smith Street.
Mm-hmm.
That's about right, the right location.
Yes, it
Right.
is, yeah. So, they've also straightened and replaced 2 water valve road boxes in the intersection of Broadway. Well, we put Broadway Street, he doesn't know it's just Broadway.
Mm-hmm.
And Highland that were damaged during drainage construction. There were 7 sewer manhole frames, covers, and risers that were taken down to the manhole cones, and they're gonna be rebuilt starting at the end of this week. The arrangement is that the district will provide materials to rebuild the manholes. They were in poor condition and identified to be rebuilt anyway by us. And the town's contractor will provide reconstruction as part of the town's contract. And Jason Randall, our superintendent, does not anticipate any additional work near or on our infrastructure as part of their project.
Okay.
So
And as
most of the dirt work has been, the digging and pipe laying has been done then, sounds
Yeah,
like?
I followed up with them. They expect it to be complete this week, so.
Okay.
And Highland Street will be back open
Yeah, I
at the
have
end
it up
of
there,
the,
but
Signs are down. They weren't there tonight when I
no,
went through.
yeah,
Mm.
Well, they come down at night.
Well, they are bringing them down at night. They weren't for a while.
right.
Well, the Highland Street was open at night.
Okay.
It opened at 4 o'clock every,
Well, it wasn't for a while.
It wasn't
They
for a
closed
while.
Wasn't for a
completely.
while.
I don't think so.
Well, it was only said sign only open for local residents.
Well, I think, yeah, but I think every day, because I would get emailed daily that the road would reopen at 4 PM and then close at 8 AM.
And as I mentioned to you by email, the town has paid the initial costs of our operators when they had the first breaks, $600 and something dollars, and they actually asked for an invoice, so they were invoiced and the payment's been made already.
Okay.
But this will be additional.
does the work that they were talking about, did that include the change of the drainage box,
Yeah.
ditch swale
Yes.
thing? Okay, thank you.
Well,
So
good,
that's-
thank you
yeah,
for
yeah,
that,
you're
thank you for that
welcome.
update, I mean, it's easy to overlook that, but I figured we'd have a question. You can,
Are we paving soon?
Oh, you didn't get the emails today then?
Depends on when you sent them. I only looked at them this morning.
so the answer is both yes and no.
I told.
So yes, I saw
told the
them this
chairman
morning,
I
but,
wanted to make sure it was a certain thing to pave tomorrow before I
okay,
advised others. So I waited, and then Jason gave me the assurance that.
Tomorrow.
Yes, it's gonna be tomorrow, and I no sooner sent the email when he was like, whoops, just in.
not
I mean, it
tomorrow.
wasn't even 5 minutes.
Well, yeah, by the time, I mean,
Was
I
very
had
busy
asked her,
today.
yeah, so I didn't wanna wait, just to wait. But,
Mhm.
anyway, so I had to send I'm sorry, once again, I'm in the unenviable position of having to reverse what I just told
Yes.
you. So I don't have a day.
Okay,
Right,
That's
that's
fine.
back,
I may not send another notice.
Yes.
No, I don't know.
No, well, I mean,
When the
what
trucks.
seems like,
Sorry.
it seems like it's going to
I
be
didn't
a
wanna
last
ask.
minute
No, I don't
notification.
mind. I don't mind you asking. Yeah, maybe last minute. I mean,
Yeah.
today
Right.
would have been last minute. And it's not Piper it's the
R&D,
R&D paving trucks, nothing was available apparently. You know, everybody's paving now.
Right.
right.
End of season, so
Okay.
stand by.
Yeah.
Stand by for further information on
Right.
that.
Well, no public comment, and if there's nothing else, then.
I will not be here for the September 18th
Okay,
meeting.
so shall we meet, or do you want to rearrange?
It's up to you.
It's up to you.
Well, you're not here next week.
Right.
I'm not here we're all here the week after?
Oh, let me see.
No,
where's September?
I'm not here the week after, because next week's the 11th.
Right,
I'm not here the 18th.
vote absentee.
I already have that ballot, yeah.
The
20
18th and the 25th.
Try for the 25th.
Yeah, I'm fine for the
All right.
25th.
Steve?
Yep.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm
That's
not
the one
here
you
the
said you
25th.
couldn't.
I'm not here for the 18th or the 25th.
You didn't tell
Yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah.
I forgot.
Well,
So
still-
you guys
no.
pick whatever meeting date you want, because I'm obviously being the one to mess it up.
All right, so hold
Let's-
that thought for 1 minute. Could we also plan October meetings? Or maybe we should do it in conjunction with September?
There is a potential that I will be back in town in time on the
Which day?
25th, but I'm gonna be away on the 18th, gone.
Okay.
So it's up to gentlemen to decide what they wanna do. I don't
25th is
care.
fine for me,
25th?
yeah.
Yeah, that's also fine for me.
Okay.
And there is a potential that I will be back in
Right, so
time.
let's do that, okay.
So then the October meetings could be the 9th and the 23rd.
The 9th, is that Columbus Day?
That would be the
That's right
Tuesday
after
after, yes.
Columbus Day?
yes.
Yeah, that's fine. And then the 21st,
23rd,
my 3rd.
Yep,
9 and
they're
20.
both of those dates are fine.
Nine.
Those are all fine for me.
Yep.
9 and 23rd. Don Jutton wants me to do interviews in someplace in Vermont, far away, and I think it's 60, so that works for him to,
Okay.
it's like
What kind of
Shelburne.
position?
Town manager, it's over Lake Champlain, I mean, it's gonna be, a whole day.
Wow.
Overnighter or?
I hope not. Oh, yeah, I hope not.
It's
But
gorgeous
it
up
depends,
there.
you know, if they
Yeah,
have
it
5
is.
candidates, going through the whole,
There's some nice restaurants in Burlington on Memorize tab, I'd say.
It's gorgeous up there.
right, well, I don't wanna have to rush back home for,
Right.
I'd be late or I'd miss it,
Right.
it'd be crazy. So if it's the off Tuesday, then we're in good shape.
Are we
Thank
done?
you.
To adjourn?
Okay.
Adjourn?
Yep.
I would say at
6:30, 6:28?
6:28, yes. This meeting is
Adjourned.
Any
Adjourned.
changes on this other than the draft?
No,
Okay.
no.